Hello, everyone. Uh-oh. There we go. Hello, everyone. Welcome to an episode of Brainstorming for Chaos Trainer. If you guys watch my video, my live stream of coding, you guys see that I got started with Unity and started building some stuff, which is cool. Started saving my first files and stuff, loading level files. I hadn't done that, so I guess I haven't coded since then on Unity. I've actually been working on Chaos Craft because there's been a lot of people interested in that, working on rewriting the fitness functions. But hopefully this afternoon I'll get back to going on Chaos Trainer. I just wanted to share with you guys some more Brainstorm stuff that I'm kind of working on. So this is the Brainstorm. For the top is the water level that I'm working on building. I guess water might be lava in this case, but I kind of define here two different formats of files to save, and we saved the first one, which was the level file, or that'll be part of the Chaos Training Rooms.ctr. We'll probably put some JSON in there, I don't know. And then the CNN is the Chaos Neural Net file, and so we're gonna work on putting those in there. Because the first one I just put it as a JSON, test.json, but we'll figure it out. And then here's kind of the file format, and we have tiles, and what I don't have in there is entities yet, but we'll put entities in there. And if you, by the way, if you're just jumping into this, you should watch the previous Chaos Trainer, maybe in the Chaos World Brainstorms. But yeah, weighted traps I thought would be a good idea, and what the idea is that you need so many entities to be on a plate or to pass through a plate or something of that nature to be on a tile for it to go. So that makes it more of a they have to have group intelligence to some capacity, and the bottom is this share with Benedict, who's a friend of mine who's done some Unity development in iOS. Here's a little bit more interesting stuff. I should have led with this actually. This defines their inputs and outputs, and I'm trying to keep this extremely simple for this alpha I'm building right now, which I'm hoping to use to crowdfund this game. But the inputs, you got site, which can see tiles, entities, and I have them down as hieroglyphs, but that's, if you look at my previous Brainstorm, I want to give them the ability to somehow mark up the level and leave some type of information for the future guys that wander through. Sound and potentially smell, and then kinetic stuff. So like just basically what are they holding, if they collide with something, which direction they collide, and health, they're hurt or something of that nature. So I also am playing around with the idea of giving them, changing their attributes. So some sight will be stronger, and some smell will be stronger, and some's, what's that last one? I don't even know what that says. Sight, smell, sound, hearing, I guess. Audio, that's what it says, audio. And that will determine how many blocks distance they got. And then here's a drawing of what it would look like for vision. So if they had 3 vision, that's whichever way they're facing, that would be, it'd create a cone that would kind of check those boxes and see if they what it is, and then it would cross that with the neural network input. And again, if you're very basically familiar with this, go back and look at the other Chaos Craft videos where you can see what I'm doing with Chaos Craft, where you see the neurons firing and stuff. You can see the smell is pretty easy. It's just smell strength, and that many boxes radius. It's very simple, so it's not this cone. And the sound I was playing with is that we'd create, if there was on the left side of them, you would detect it on the left side. So they'd actually have 2 different sound inputs there, a left and a right. And then they would actually overlap in the middle. So like this, I can't zoom any further, but that one that looked like they say kind of L plus R, that's directly in front, directly in back, that would actually trigger both. And then here's what it would look like if they were facing diagonally, that they would be left, right, things of that nature there. You'd see kind of LR through their overlap. So that's roughly how I see the inputs working. Outputs, the more I think about it, I just realized I don't have audible information. So they can't output audio yet, which is something I had to work on, and they can't I don't have anything that has to do with the hieroglyphs yet, so we're just going to stick with this for now, but probably there'll be something I add in fairly quickly. But walk, forward, back, left, right, turn 45 degrees, use, equip, pickup. That's right now for the version 1. Do I need them to equip and pick up stuff and have an inventory? It seems like it's a bit much for version alpha, so I might hold off on that, but there might have to be some type of use or push or something like that. And so I did talk to my friend Benedict after I wrote those first notes, and he had some great feedback that I definitely need to have feedback loops, which makes sense. I need feedback. You guys need feedback. It's a big part of the game. So I'm trying to think of clever ways where you guys can see in real time get feedback from these characters in some capacity. So you're gonna have a screen full of these guys, and I really like the art style of Scott Pilgrim vs. the World, the video game, not the movie. I mean, the movie's great too, but that's not applicable here. Or the video game, but like I'm studying those, like the power-ups, the one-ups, and all that stuff from that thing, and even like the pixel art, which I actually used. If you go to schematical.com, which is my company, the logos there are widely inspired by Scott Pilgrim vs. the World. I doodle those up, so with the help of a designer. But yeah, so hopefully we can come up with some awesome way to do the fitness functions. But each fitness function could have its own color, and so when they achieve to say they're collecting, you have two fitness functions. One's collect stuff, the most amount of things, like pieces of gold or whatever, and the second one's get to the end point, the goal, and then so you get a red plus for the first one, and a 20 or whatever you assign the point value, and a blue plus 50 for hitting the end goal, and they'll highlight them in some capacity. So that's roughly where I'm at right now. Again, this brainstorm I'm going to keep short. The longer they are, the tougher they are to upload over here because I got the rough internet. But hopefully I can do some live coding later on today when I get to better internet. That said, thank you guys all for checking out my stuff. Check me out on Patreon. It's called Schematical, patreon.com/schematical. Should be a link in the show notes. I love you guys' feedback. Thank you guys for all your support. Have a great one.